to my channel, Satya Sparkles. This segment is the sequel to my playlist titled How to Think Clearly. And in this segment, we are going to talk about the role of confirmation bias as described by the author of the book, The Art of Thinking Clearly, Rolf Dobelli. And what is confirmation bias? It's all about how our belief systems play very important role in our life, and it is a double-edged weapon. It can work for you or it can work against you, right? And many a time we carry our belief systems for many years due to various reasons. And what confirmation bias is that whenever we see any instances or occurrences which are contrary to our belief, we conveniently filter and ignore them. For example, somebody who believes in God, right? And he has been holding this thought for many years, from even his childhood. And this person ignores some basic information about science and what the non-believers say about the non-existence of God. This kind of thinking is called confirmation bias. You may still be sticking to your own original belief, but after validating your current belief. So we are going to see some examples to show on a day-to-day basis how we carry on with these belief systems and we completely ignore the facts, even some evidences right in front of our eyes. So let us see some examples. This person wants to reduce his weight or her weight, and she sticks to a particular diet plan. On a weekly basis, she checks the weight and it is on a reducing trend. She is happy and she pats on her back. But when it goes up, she feels, no, this is just a fluctuating thing, and it's absolutely normal because she's of the firm belief that her diet pattern is working well. Okay. On the contrary, she should always look for why the weight has gone up despite being the follower of the diet pattern. It happens in some of the corporates as well. When a project is launched, the leader or even the team members may have a belief that they should celebrate every small successes. That's good. But if you overdo this, what will happen is that you tend to fail noticing some of the obstacles, some of the potential threats along the way. So celebration is important, but at the same time, keeping an eye on the potential threats is as well critical. Look at this. In 1817, the first bicycle was invented. And in 1885, the first car was made with the wheels. Okay. Now you will be surprised to see why this concept of using a wheel for moving certain things could not be thought about for other applications. See here, the trolley. Now everybody has been using this trolley, and it was invented in just 1974. Literally, after 125 or 200 years later, somebody has invented this trolleys with wheels. Why people could not invent the trolleys for so many years? Because they were holding on to a belief that the wheels can only be used for moving people from one place to another place, whether manually or using a motor. There is a general belief among corporate people that a salesperson should be an extrovert and you should always be very sociable and you should speak louder and you should speak for long duration. Some of the hiring managers make this mistakes as well. There is no evidence to say that only a person who is so sociable and who can speak louder and who can speak for longer duration can only succeed in his career. This is a confirmation bias. And many of us have a strong belief that all the motivational speakers are very honest and very sincere people, and they all follow what they preach. On the contrary, there are many cases, many motivational speakers have been even convicted for violating the laws. Charles Darwin was the architect of the evolutionary theory called the origin of species, and he followed a practice to explode the confirmation bias by noting down certain evidences or even some new information which are contradictory to his own belief, because he knew that whatever belief that he was holding may or may not be true, and he had to constantly validate with the new information. So confirmation bias should be aware of, and whatever belief you have, your personal life, professional life, on many things, your behavior, the religion, social sentiment, superstition, whatever. So try to validate those belief systems whenever and wherever the opportunity arises, and see that how can the new information or certain evidences which you may come across will help you to validate your own earlier belief system. And as I said earlier, after validating, you can still hold your own belief system as long as you feel that that is something that is going to really work well to succeed in your life. Okay, if you have that conviction, jolly well to do that. But this segment will help you to understand what is confirmation bias and why we should always or look for opportunities to validate our own belief system so that we can progress in our life on regular basis. And validating your own belief systems and avoiding this confirmation bias really help you to succeed in your life for certain. So thanks for watching, and if you like this segment, please subscribe, share, comment, and press the bell button. You will get to know more about how to think clearly in the next segment. Thanks. Take care.